Hi, it's Adam. So we're going to start making a little progress on the New York Steam Engine Company planer. What I'm going to do today is I need to get this, this is the feed stuff for the up and down. I'm going to try to remove it so I can clean it up. And I'd like to, it seems odd to me that the handle to adjust the height is on this side when all the other controls are on the other side. So I'm going to see if I can flip-flop it. I don't see anything holding that handle on, so it must be like a press fit. This might just be like a spacer. Got these big square-headed bolts, gears. That's what's holding that guy on. Let's go to the other side. Not that there's terribly too much else to see. Got this acorn nut. Another gear with there's a square bolt on this guy too, right there. And then it hits this. I'm hoping that this will back off easily. I'm going to heat this gear, not crazy, and start tapping the shaft out that way. And hopefully it goes nice and smooth. Everything else, it's been soaking in acetone and ATF. I'll put some heat on it so we can get this out. Then I think that bevel gear there will just lift out. That's the screws for the raising mechanism. So then we can take this crown molding part off with these bolts here. So we get all this stuff starting to get cleaned up. So let me grab some tools, get it set up on the tripod, and we'll go from there. Okay, I'm going to start on this side. I'm going to see if I can, while the shaft is still retained, break this loose and get this to move a little bit on the shaft before I take the end nut off, and then I'm fighting the movement of the shaft too. Oh, there we go. That is super cool. That hex, that square is not very square. Thought it had a there we go. Back this off a good bit. Okay. We're off. I don't see a dimple or anything in the shaft. Let's give it a little tappy poo. Very light. See what it does. Okay, and it is moving. So that's good. So, I really wish I could, this shaft is really corroded. Let me see about wire wheeling it or cleaning it up a little bit. And then we'll go to the other side and do the same thing. I'll bring you back. Okay, we're over on the other side. Spent about 20 minutes with the wire wheel trying to clean that shaft off. It's very rough, almost like it's a cast iron shaft. So I'll go here. Try to get this guy loose. I switched to a crescent wrench because these squares are not really that square. And yeah, that one's coming right out. Now, because of the design of this, I'm going to have to push the shaft out instead of moving that gear over because the bevel gear at the bottom. There was some, I backed the shaft out earlier, so when I was tapping on that, I had play, so it wasn't hitting that bevel gear. So what I'm going to do now is spray a bunch of lubricant on this and try to gently persuade it out that way. So let me get you reset up and you can watch that. Okay, so that took forever. It took me, an hour to get that shaft out of there. It was binding up and I was so worried about the gears. So I would heat the gears, tap the shaft, heat the gears, tap the shaft. I didn't want to put any pressure on these or those bevel gears in there. And they came out good. Now, full disclosure, I did damage the threads on that. The punch slipped and gouged into it. That's an easy fix. I'll just cut those off. It just holds an acorn nut to keep this thing located. So I'll cut those off, drill and tap a hole, and put new thread in there. The nut came off really hard, so the threads may have been damaged before, but full disclosure, I did that. But if that's the most damage I do to this thing when we're disassembling it, I'll call that a win. So, his gears are great. Still really hot. Yeah, very good. That's as far as I'll make it today. Bring you over here. Bring it around. These things are stuck on. The bottom of the threads are kind of messed up, so I'm going to let these soak overnight. Because I can't pull this piece off because these are in these, there's a recess, as you can see, where that fits in there. And I have to lift it straight off. I don't have the room for it. And I want to be, ginger delicate with this. This company went out of business 120 years ago. There's no spare parts. So I wouldn't want to do anything to risk damaging this cool top piece to it. So we're being careful with this one. So yeah, we'll get that soaking. Next time we'll get the rest of this off. And we'll get probably get the table off next time too, or we might start messing with this stuff. Yeah, I think next time we'll drop the gear set too. Okay, making some progress. This is Adam from Small Town Machine Shop. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.